And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Kyle here, and it is Sunday. You know what that means? Father's Day, or weekly purchases. Weekly purchases, that time of the week where we investigate what came through the door via DHL, Amazon, UPS, United States Postal Service, FedEx, and of course, that old outlaw, Waylon Jennings. And what did I find in the store as well? As this week, I was on the road. I was in 3 different states, traveling, making speeches, doing presentations, hitting some stores. Check out the figure hunt if you missed that. 3 different states as I traveled through this week. Finding a little of this, a little of that. Not a whole lot of the other. A little Cargo Largo visit. Oh, shout out to Cargo Largo. But a busy week here and a busy week on the channel as it always is. 3 videos every single day on this very YouTube channel. And then, of course, don't forget Kyle Peterson 2.0. We got a video every single day over there. The hardest working man in YouTube, even on Father's Day, here today, coming at you. And happy Father's Day to everybody out there, including my dad. And today, I did mention it yesterday in the toy news video. Today being Father's Day, I do have a lost video of me and my dad. It's never been uploaded onto YouTube. We filmed it about a year ago before his retirement, and I did have it laying around, and I said, you know what, I'm going to save this for Father's Day. So, could be the last video my dad ever does here on the channel, the truly last video, but check that one out. It'll be a Father's Day special here today on this very YouTube channel, coming later. If you're watching this, this is the afternoon video, and of course tonight, Sunday night, you'll have a little evening entertainment of my dad and I, possibly our final performance. Will it be our best? Maybe not, but it is the Jada Toys Bride of Frankenstein and Frankenstein, so we'll be talking all things about them. So check that out. Hopefully everybody enjoys that one. Very cool, and it's cool to have that kind of in the backlog that I never got to, and I don't even remember what happened in that video, so I need to rewatch it myself. So should be fun. So check that out if you want to, and hopefully everybody has a Father's Day that is warranted of a good father out there. Hopefully you're getting a steak and all that kind of fun stuff. So whatever and however you're celebrating Father's Day, I hope you do enjoy. So there it is. But now, let's get down to a few things, a little bit of housekeeping stuff as we always do. Of course, Patreon, it is the month of June. Did I mention it's my birthday month? Father's Day and my birthday month? Oh my gosh, just high on the hog this month. But we got Nick Jackson, we got Matt Jackson, we got the Young Bucks. Unfortunately, AEW just down the street from me this week for Dynamite. Guess what? Old Kyle was in Kansas City. I was eating a big old steak at the Hereford House. Is that what it's called down there? I was having a big steak. I was whining and dining with kings and queens is what I was doing. But this is the giveaway this month. It is the Patreon exclusive giveaway. Check out Patreon. Support the channel. Tons and tons of stuff on Patreon every single day. Plenty of content, like I always say. Best way to support the channel. You can also support the channel picking up a book, The Complete Guide to the Jakks Classic Superstar Series. A great late Father's Day gift is what it is. I do have a couple soft cover, and I got a couple extra hardcovers just in, and the hardcovers are only $100 if bought through me. I'll autograph them, do whatever you want. But $100 each, that is a heck of a deal, as they're $135 on Barnes & Noble. So if you're looking for a hardcover edition, hit me up. We'll work something out. We'll get it figured out. But I do got just a couple of copies I just got in. So if you're looking for it, you know where to find me. Send me a message there. So that's a little bit of the housekeeping, a little travel, a little Father's Day, a little housekeeping. But now we got to get down to the serious business. We got to get down to the question of the week. All right, question of the week time, and if you want to be the question of the week, put your question in the comments of this very video, and maybe next week you could be the question of the week. But this week's question from Christopher Franchi 7722. What the heck's going on? Todd, Mark, you hear this? Ace is even coming down here, my dog. There's a lot of commotion in the other room. Mark, go see what's happening over there.
Remember that the beat goes on. Pretty soon they're gonna sing a song. Can't stop dancing just because the music's gone. Can't stop dancing just because the band is packed up and gonna hold you. No, you can't stop dancing just because the music's gone. 'Cause if you keep on dancing.
Well, we're back, and I can't believe what I was hearing over there, but thankfully Mark Summers got rid of it. Ace alerted me to the issue like a young lassie is what Ace is. And Ace, where's Lemmy and Domino? What are they up to today? You're just chilling with us? Oh, Ace is right here. What a good old boy. But Ace just alerted us to those kids, and there's kids around here. Thankfully, we got a guy like Mark Summers. See you later, Ace. It was good seeing you. But it was great to have a guy like Mark Summers here on the couch. It really takes care of these kids. And these kids are always singing and dancing around here. They think this is just a place of play. This is for serious action figure news and business on this very channel. And this is one of the most serious videos, as we do know, weekly purchases. A very serious video. So, Mark, thank you for taking care of those kids. But let's get back to that question of the week here. Christopher Fracci, 7722. If Mattel lost the WWE license, which company would you hope would be awarded the license? And that's an age-old question a lot of people have discussed. We go back to the LJN days, into the Hasbro, into the Jakks days, and there's always been a changing of the guards, the great reset. Well, in a lot of ways, we're seeing a great reset in wrestling figures right now from Mattel with the re-releasing of the figure, the Vault, the greatest hits, and just normal lines getting re-released figures. Because if there was a Hasbro, let's say, taken over, we'd get a lot of classic, iconic looks in a Hasbro style. So it is an interesting dynamic in the wrestling figures, especially the Mattel game right now. Now, if Mattel lost the license, which I really don't think Mattel will lose the license anytime soon, this could be another, 5, 10, 15, maybe 20 years, who knows, maybe forever kind of agreement there, because you got to take that business step back, you plop that business hat on. Mattel is a huge corporation, a huge, huge company, and that's what Mattel needs as part of their arm into the action figures. They need somebody that's just like them, huge in what they do. It would be great. Hey, Zombie Sailor's going to start making it. Zombie Sailor is not prepared to make all the figures they need. Think of the Reckon lines, the basics, all the different elites, sublines, all that kind of stuff. Zombie Sailor, all these other companies, they got a long, long way to go. So really, if Mattel did lose the license, WWE went somewhere else, you're looking at Jazzwares, possibly back to Jakks. You're looking at Hasbro. I don't even think NECA could do it, honestly. And you're thinking of one guy that might be sitting on the couch right now, Todd McFarlane. And Todd McFarlane, a lot of people said, I wish Todd would get the license. Wish Todd. Well, I can tell you, you guys have seen Todd, you usually leave the channel, you usually leave the video reviews whenever I start on wrestling. You said, it's not your thing. It's not for you. That's where you go take a hot shower and you take care of some business, is what you say. So Todd doesn't want anything to do it. But Todd, you and I both know, we've had many offline conversation. You said money talks. Money talks all day long. You were telling me how much you hate that Witcher TV show, but you said they paid me. They put the money truck back to your house in Arizona, I think you said. And you said, well, I'll make these. I love these figures all of a sudden. You told me that. You didn't like the Witcher. That's what you said. I know you don't want that out there, but you said you didn't like it. So I know you don't like wrestling, but you would like the money involved. So Todd McFarlane would be interesting. And I got to be honest, if Mattel closed up shop, I'd probably say, you know what? Time to get out. That's what I did with Jakks. Then I started into Mattel. But this time, I'd probably really be done. I think I would. I might, and if I'm not done, it's one of those things where I'm only getting the Ultimate Warrior, only the Legion of Doom, just a few people to have. I couldn't go all in. I don't have the space. I wouldn't have the space for a great reset like that. And I don't know. So even if Todd got it, I probably wouldn't be all in. But I would like to see, I think since I'm not going to be all in, I want to see something crazy go on. And I think that would be crazy to have McFarlane do the WWE. I think most likely Mattel keeps it for a long, long time. Hasbro, maybe. Hasbro needs a shot in the arm like none other. Maybe they would assume WWE would be that shot in the arm. That would be an interesting turn of events. But to think that the Grapplers and Gimmicks, the Zombie Sailors, the Rush Collectibles would do it, I don't think that's happening. I don't see Jazzwares doing it. I don't think. Maybe stranger things have happened, but I could see possibly a Jakks jumping back in the mix. So who knows, but either way, I'm most likely out. But if I had to choose right now, I'm just going to say McFarlane, our friendship, it warrants you getting more money. How about you share some of that money with me, Todd? Or at least a discount code would be nice. And we'll see. We'll work on it. But Mark Summers, I know you got my back. Thank you for the kid help there. So that is the question of the week. Once again, you want to be question of the week, put your question in the comments down below. But now let's get down to it. Let's get down to the weekly purchases. All right, let's get down to it. Let's get down to the weekly purchases in a very light week. I don't know if that was because I was traveling so much, but I do have some pickups I found on my travels this week. But not a lot going on, which once again is okay with San Diego Comic-Con looming. But we're going to start off weekly purchases with some of the hottest of hot garbage I've ever had grace my mailbox. I came back from my trip and I'm like, what the heck is this going on here? And I got it right here. And it is some of the hottest garbage you'll ever see. And now I'm going to share it with you. This comes to us from that Fright Crate, the NECA Loot Crate thing that was going on. Remember the Fright Crate? We got those Universal Monsters, kind of the Burger King tribute version of those. Well, I thought I just signed up for the ones, and then that was it. But apparently this crate goes on forever, and I quickly couldn't get into my Fright Crate webpage, sign in, whatever you want to call it, and cancel this membership after getting this in the mail and looking that I spent $34.99 on this and just saying, Kyle, you obviously don't care about your time. Obviously, you don't care about your money. Obviously, and now you're stuck with this hot garbage. Well, I've talked it up enough, but here is what was in that crate. A postcard. Yes, you heard it right, a postcard. Greetings from the Paris catacombs. What is this? I'm not paying for this. A postcard? Get out of here. It doesn't even have like a Wolfman or something on it. The Paris catacombs, okay, it's cool. I'd check it out if I was there. I don't need this postcard. So that came there. Then I got an American Werewolf in London. Pretty cool, of course. But a bottle opener. A bottle opener. Do I need a werewolf bottle opener? I do if it's Lon Chaney. I don't need it if it's American Werewolf. So hot garbage right there. But the garbage, guess what? It gets hotter. Hotter. Here it comes. Look at this. A fly swatter like tote bag. It looks like a fly swatter. And it's of the Jersey Devil. The Jersey Devil. I mean, we've stretched that thin at this point here. Watch out if you're in the Pine Barrens out there. You got to be careful. You know, Mike Canick out there, you're close to New Jersey. You better watch out for that Jersey Devil. Maybe we can swap Jersey Devil stories out there in San Diego. But absolutely wild. This tote bag, what are we doing? See you later with this tote bag. I don't do tote bags ever. I'm not a tote bag guy. Don't want that, especially one that looks like a big fly swatter. And then I didn't bring the towel. There was a Jersey Devil towel in this mix. What am I going to do with that? I think I'm going to give that and the dogs can lay in it in their bed is what that's going to be. Get out of here. Fright Crate, I'm done with you. Unless you get more Universal Monster figures, then I'm back in. But anything else, I don't want anything to do with it. $34.99 for that. Man, hottest of hot garbage. Disappointment, hard times, all over the place. But now let's get down to some good times. How about good times like a young J.J. Walker? Dynamite. Dynamite. That's what it is. But how about Eddie the Trooper? We actually unboxed this on the channel, but I accidentally ordered a second one from Big Bad Toy Store. So shout out to Big Bad Toy Store. Link in the description. Support the channel. Use that as your Big Bad Toy Store link. Tell them you like Kyle Peterson's YouTube channel. Go in through that link in the description. Eddie Iron Maiden is up there right now. I did pick up one of these, and I'm thinking about giving this away in July. So stay tuned for that. Eddie Iron Maiden coming in hot. And I also picked up one of their clearance. They have clearance sales at Big Bad Toy Store every day, as we do know. I did finally grab this Brainiac figure, so we might unbox this on 2.0 this week. Available over there, of course, Big Bad Toy Store once again. And then, where do I go from here? Where am I going to go? I'm going to go to a chair shot. Shout out to Tim at a chair shot over there on Twitter. He sent this my way. So he didn't really work in his collection. And he knows I love a Gamorrean Guard, and he's exactly right. Love me a Gamorrean Guard. I got a little bit of an army of these guys. Going to add this one to the collection. So shout out to Tim for sending this my way. Love me a Gamorrean Guard. Pig people, all day long. Got all the time in the world for them. Jersey Devils, not so much. Not so much. There you go. I was at my parents' the other day. We had a big joint birthday party with my wife's birthday last weekend. My birthday, once again, right around the corner. And, of course, my wife's husband, his birthday as well. So we had a joint birthday party dinner. And my stepmom said, hey, we have this. Do you want this? And I said, sure, I'll take it. It is Chief Blue Meanie. So it's a Blue Meanie statue. Of course, Beatles, Yellow Submarine. You ever seen that one? Oh, I'm sure we've all seen it. But the Blue Meanie looking pretty good. A little statue. Might put this in the old living room there. But I'm here for the Blue Meanie. I'm here for anything Beatles related. I'm a Beatles guy, you guys know. Check out Album of the Week yesterday in the Toy News if you missed that. So we got that going on. And now, got these two bad boys from the Jada Toys Street Fighter line. M. Bison and Dalsim will unbox these on the channel. Not sure which channel. One of the channels we'll be unboxing these two on. We got both these guys. I'm out on the Street Fighter game. I'm going to get one of each character, but I'm not going to get all these crazy repaints and these like player B. Like if you wanted to be Chun-Li, you could be two. I could be one. You could be one, and they'd be different colors. They're going down that road. That's too deep of a road for me for Street Fighter. But core characters, I think I'm in. Dalsim and Bison, I'm here for them. And I'm also here for Butch, aka Pete Dunne Chase Edition via our friends at Ringside Collectibles. Use discount code Kyle, save yourself 10%, of course, as we know. This is the Chase Pete Dunne. We unboxed the regular one on the channel. We will unbox this one and rank Elite 110 from my least favorite to my favorite. So stay tuned to that video on the channel this week as well. And then a few things I found out on my trip. I saw Bam Bam Bigelow's Superstars. He does not come up very often. Same with Mr. Perfect. Found him out there in, I think it was Kansas City. Maybe it was Minneapolis. One or the other. Found him this week. But I wasn't done. I found a little basic action, a little main event action, I should say, with Katana Chance. So I found her figure this week. Unfortunately, no $1 Million Man. I need both those $1 Million Mans. Hopefully I find him at Walmart sometime in the next week or two, but I did need this one. Picked this one up on the road in Minneapolis this week, so shout out to that one. And only 2 things left, a light week, like I said. I did pull the trigger on this one, Bebop Rocksteady. A bit of a re-release here, and I said in my brain, I got enough display real estate with NECA right now. I could probably use an extra one. I want to see what the fuss is about. A lot of people like this version better. They fixed a few things here and there. So I said, you know what? I'll grab this one. Give them different hands, give them different weapons, put them on a different shelf. Makes it feel like you got a new figure. So I did pick this one up this week. And then finally, once again, Big Bad Toy Store. Shout it out. Head to the link in the description down below. Pick up your Big Bad Toy Store Mondo Trap Jaw. This is only available at Big Bad Toy Store. Very few left, so speak now or forever hold your peace. Hit the link, pick this one up. Can't wait to dive into this Trap Jaw. I now have 3 different versions of Trap Jaw from Mondo to unbox. I think it's time to start in. I'll probably start with this one because it's the original kind of mini comics version, and then work my way into, of course, the cartoon filmation version and the traditional Mondo release. So Trap Jaw, an all-time favorite of mine. Happy to have that one in the collection here today. So that's it. That's the Father's Day weekly purchases. Not a lot going on, but once again, that's okay for my wallet and probably your guys' wallet out there as well, as things have been a little bit quiet, but they're going to be very expensive come San Diego Comic-Con with all the pre-orders and all the exclusives. So prepare your wallets, prepare your mind. Mark Summers, prepare the kids as well. Get them the heck out of here right now. Don't let them back in. You're good at getting them out. You're bad at letting them back in. That's the problem, Mark, and we'll work on that this weekend. Maybe over a steak for dinner. We'll see what happens. But shout out to Mark Summers. Shout out to Todd McFarlane as well. And shout out to you for sticking with us weekly purchases. What did you guys pick up this week? Anything fun? Anything good? Let me know what you picked up in the comments down below. Don't forget to ask your question to be question of the week, of course. Probably due for a Patreon Q&A for the month of June as well. So we'll probably have that going for you Patreon members. So be ready for that. What else? What else you want to talk about? Like a young Cody Rhodes? No, that's it. Of course, check out the Patreon. Talked about that. Don't forget Pro Wrestling Tees. Support the channel. Search Kyle Peterson. Sir Paul64 on the X. The _Kyle _Peterson on Threads. And on Instagram. So for another week of weekly purchases, you know what I'm doing. Rocking and rolling. Strutting and strolling into another work week.